All right, this month we're really focusing on pricing and making sure that you're setting yourself up for success when it comes to pricing. So how do you determine how to charge the government? First thing is you need to figure out, what does it cost you to do the work? Meaning, what is your labor rate? What does it mean for you to keep the lights on? If you are a startup or with one founder and you're trying to figure that out, look at what your expenses are, get with your accountant, see what your rates might be, so that you know at least at a minimum how for you to break even, and then also understand how much risk you need to build into your pricing just in case something happens. Most of the time you're going to propose under fixed price, maybe time and material where you have to break it out, but generally fixed price is the route to go for small businesses. So you want to make sure, since the risk is really on you to perform and to deliver, you want to make sure that whatever you come up with as a price, it is fair and it is enough for you to actually do the work. If you have a commercial offering and you're wondering, will the government accept my commercial price? The answer is yes, as long as it's reasonable, as long as it's within market range. So make sure that before you put out your commercial price list, you actually know what the market charges. A lot of times companies take a best swag without doing market research as to what their competitors. If you are higher or lower than the market, make sure you're able to explain your differentiators and why your price might be different. The government does accept commercial catalogs. If you are a commercial product or service, or commercial-like product or service, there's a difference there in definitions. You may want to make sure that you look at what other companies like you are already supporting the government. So look at USA Spending, look at FPDS, SAM.gov, to see what other providers there are based on your NAICS codes, your product service codes, or even your keywords, and see what they're offering based on their price. Sometimes they might have a GSA schedule that's published, maybe, and if they have a commercial price list, it might be on their website as well. So look at it, see if you're within market range. The only reason the government will not accept it if it's not within their budget or if it is outside of the commercially accepted price range. The topic of cost accounting systems comes up all the time. So yes, as a business, I highly recommend you have an accounting system. You also have one that's reliable. It tracks your expenses. It tracks your invoices, that you are working with an accountant. You're working with someone that's helping you process all of your billing and your general bookkeeping needs. This will be really important for you in providing accurate pricing. Now, do you need a cost accounting standards certified system? As a small business, you do not. If you don't have a cost reimbursable contract, you do not. There's specific compliance when it comes to this, and a lot of times people get the government requirement confused with just general business practice. You still have to make sure that you're not violating any tax laws or any accounting regulations, but you do not want to have to go through DCMA or DCAA to stand up a cost accounting standard system if you don't have cost reimbursable contracts. You would know if you have a cost reimbursable contract because they would ask for something called indirects. So make sure that you check your contract, make sure you check the solicitation that you're trying to bid on, see if it says cost reimbursable on the actual solicitation. And if it says that and you don't have a certified cost accounting system, you probably are not compliant to bid on that work. All right, it's the second month of 2026. I know pricing is probably next on your list because in about 2 to 3 months, we're entering bid season. So you want to make sure you review all your rates. You want to make sure that you prepare for any kind of pricing exercises you may have, especially if you're providing any rough order of magnitudes or ROMs to your clients to help set yourself up for success for bid season. Just remember, this is a short month, so you want to make sure that you get everything aligned. You make sure that you are ready to close out the first quarter for your business if you follow the calendar year as your fiscal year, and make sure that your team knows what your pipeline is and you're prepared to dominate bid season. If you have any questions as you prepare, make sure you send them to info@rexata.com. We're excited to answer them, and we'll see you next month.